Alright guys, good morning from the beautiful beautiful sky, pretty dirty, dingy water, but good morning from the Rappahannock, guys. We're on the Rappahannock today, out here doing a little bit of bass fishing. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video. I do appreciate it, guys. I'm just out here doing some fun fall fishing. I had a whole big plan lined up of things I had coming up for the end of this year, and I feel like all that's gonna just need to change now. I'm gonna just switch my plan up. I'm gonna just end this year, and start focusing on getting ready for next year, lining up some sponsors, and just being ready to catch some giant bass in 2025. So right now I'm just out doing a little bit of fun fishing. You never know. There's a couple bodies of water in my town that most of the time, if you're in a tournament trail in my town, you're going to be fishing these certain bodies of water. So I like to just put in as much time as I can with them, especially now, because you never know during practice week and practice time, you know, are you going to, you know, with my work schedule and everything, am I going to get the opportunity to get out and practice as much as I would like, or maybe I won't, and a day like today may come in handy because I may be able to figure out something that could help me on those days. So that's what I'm doing today. Out here just fishing, having a little bit of fun fishing. Actually going to show you guys what I'm fishing today as best as I can, and go from there. I think I'm fishing the wrong stuff though already, and that's okay because I haven't been out here in this particular part in a couple of weeks. So you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna try to piece it together. I think I'm out here on a bad tide time too. I got about an hour or so before the tide should get back to pretty good. So I'm actually, and that's actually important right now. That's actually really important what I just said. I'm actually gonna try to figure out some stuff out here during this supposedly bad tide time. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out some stuff now. So because I really am starting to think that there really is no such thing as just a bad tide where you just can't get bit. I'm being real, guys, because the crazy part is, like, I'll look at the tide and I'll be like, man, this ain't no good tide for where I'm at or what I'm doing. And in the kayak world, you can see if they put them in at the right time, but you can see what times people are catching fish. And it's always crazy that when I think it's a bad tide and I ain't gonna catch nothing, if I look on the leaderboard, somebody else didn't get that memo. Yeah, somebody else didn't get that memo. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Somebody else didn't get that bad tide memo. There it is. There it is. That's why I said somebody else didn't get that bad tide memo. Yes, sir. Just like that. Just like that. Not a big one, but definitely keeper number one. This would be 12, so keeper number one. Let us go, guys. Let us go. It would be close to keeper number one, but it is keeper number one, guys. Trust me. Keeper number one. This is definitely a 12. It's definitely 12. I've caught just like that. Bad tide for what? There's no such thing. I'm trying to tell you. And it's exactly what I've been doing at my house. I've been fishing this pond at my house that is just like this. The water's dirty. It's got grass submerged. And wherever there are a big concentration of leaves, wherever there's a big concentration of leaves, if I can get my bait to come through the leaves clean, I've been able to get bit like consistently. If I can get it to come through the leaves. I think what it is, I think the leaves all congregate where the wind is going. So wherever you find a big pile of leaves is where the wind has been blowing or is blowing currently. I'm pretty sure that's all that is. It's basically just a wind direction type of thing. So if there's one thing I do know about river fishing, and that is if you get bit by a fish on the river in a spot, you better not leave that spot, at least for a little bit. You at least better make a few more casts in there. And you probably want to change presentations too. If you just got bit on the river, normally that's not random. Sometimes it is random. But a lot of times it's more than one. A lot of times that's what it is. A lot of times it's never just that. See, look, as I say that, I look over and I see what looks like more activity right over past a little bit to the left of where I just caught that one. So. There's definitely something up there. I might be able to get a second one out of here. Trying to get a limit, guys, and then see, basically treat it just like I would, so, oh God, just like a tournament, sort of. This isn't a big one, but it just took off like it was. I was gonna get him up here. There you go. Just like that. Number 2. Told you guys, you don't know when it's river fishing. I'm giving y'all the river juice if y'all don't know it already. River juice. If it's one up there and you just got bit, you better give it a little bit more time. There's a reason why that fish was there a lot of times. A nice bass here on the river, guys. Let's go. A little nice, another keeper number 2. I say I'm at about 24 inches right now, which is literally nothing, but it's fine. It's a start. Right, so basically, it basically just reaffirmed to me what I think is going on out here. If the water's up, they pull up on the bridge. If the water's not up, they move over to this grass. When the water comes back up, they go back up on the bridge. It's pretty much just a cycle. And then, of course, they move, you know, all around and try to find new stuff and all that. But as of right now, the water's low on the bridge. They're just a little bit off the bridge. And they probably are on deeper parts of the bridge, too, which is, I'm about to go try that as well. I don't want to miss this bite, though, because I don't want to miss this window. Because you can clearly see why, when the water comes up, they go to the bridge. There's so much beautiful stuff over here for them. But when the water's down, they make a move. And actually, the other thing too about river fishing though is a lot of times you got to cycle through a lot of fish to get to the good ones. And sometimes there's just better areas where good ones just congregate. So sometimes you gotta keep all that in mind when you're fishing the river. You gotta keep it all in mind, because if you're getting bites consistently and you're trying to get a limit, cool. Power pole down, stay put, catches all that you can, and get your limit. But if you're trying to get better ones, sometimes the better ones sometimes move up throughout certain times of the day. Sometimes they're just not where you're at. It's just gonna be the little ones. You're gonna keep looking for a big one there, and you're not gonna get the big one where you think you're gonna get them at. You're gonna have to go isolated. You're gonna have to go isolated targets, or you're gonna get hung up and then realize what you've been catching fish off of is a log. One of the two. So I got to move up a little bit, but it's actually good because I wanted to fish up a little bit shallower. This little flat here goes up a little bit farther, and I can't cast that far, but I can now. I don't even know what I was stuck on, guys. The grass is down out here, though. Honestly, that's crazy. The grass is definitely down out here. Got water temps of 62 degrees out here right now. Beautiful, beautiful fall day. I mean, when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful, guys. A beautiful fall day. Honestly, I think I'm wrecking my spot right now, but I mean, I'm okay with that, sort of, kind of. There's another one. Just pecked at it, but didn't actually get it. That, to me, guys, if I don't